Yo, welcome to the channel. So me and Jack are back at a job that I started actually like over a year ago, I reckon it was. It was at least a year ago. So me and Jack are here and they've had a little bit of a kitchen extension. Now it is small, I'll grant you, but we are back to do the first fix on this kitchen extension. But the job in itself is we've rewired it and basically the clients inherited the house and it ended up being a massive renovation project, and that is why it's took so long. So I'll quickly blast you around the house so you can see where they're at right now, and go through what we're doing as we speak. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. Link is in the corners, and turn notifications on. That would be an absolute winner, and join the awesome GHC. So this is an older property, and believe it or not, there used to be a tree, was growing here. So we were here and we've installed this temporary supply about 3 million years ago, and a lot's happened since then. So it's all been skimmed pretty much. The board's going to be going up there. We have the plasterer has just left, funnily enough, and there has been loads and loads of work done, and we're starting to see this is actually becoming a home. A little bit way off, a little bit of exaggeration. There's a bath, that wasn't here the last time, it's the first time I've actually walked upstairs. And in this room there is some wardrobes, there's a little bit of heat on. Oh, it feels nice, it's freezing downstairs. So I started getting on with a little bit of second fix where I could, and look, if you can see, there's a little bit of cheeky prep work which I actually did, and it's amazing to think that that sleeving is still on. Oh, sure. So obviously in this house we're doing bits and bobs, and there's been plans changed and all the rest of it, which is fine, it is what it is. And I'm trying to go through and do bits and bobs, and I was trying to prep as much as I could with the time that I had available to me, which is great. So obviously this is the bathroom, and all I had to do on one of the other stages was to put in the ducting, well, the vent grill, ready to go. So there isn't actually a working toilet right now, but there is a working boiler. I can feel it up here. So luckily enough today I've got Jack with me, and we're going to get on with a lot, because annoyingly, this morning I had a call out that I had to go to, and that delayed me, but you know, it is what it is. So obviously in the lounge we're already pretty much at the stage where we're going to now start getting all our second fix in. Plans have changed, like I keep saying, is that originally there was all going to be very fancy switch gear and stuff like that going on, but now that's not happening. And it's going back to a very basic, which normally means the money is running dry. So in here, the client, luckily enough, has drew on the walls everywhere where they want things. So very good drawing of the extractor hood. And with them doing that, that is where things are going. So if these are not quite right, that's on them. So basic rundown of the kitchen is we've got a double socket here. We've also got a extractor fan isolator, which will be going up there. Gas hob, oven, going to go into there. So that's another big oven housing. This side, we have got nothing across here other than the sink, a socket in there, and Jack through the window. Yes, Jack. And then here we've got a double socket, an appliance, isolators, because we're going to be dropping those back down all along the bottom, because there's literally a massive bank, dishwasher, tumble dryer, washing machine, fridge. So we're going to put some isolators on at the top, because that will make life a lot easier. Double socket, downstairs loo, light switch, lighty poos, and this guy. So Jack's not normally with me, but Steve is doing some other business related stuff. Sounds ominous, but it's not. So he's doing some other bits, and some idiot, actually, saying that, some idiot crashed into Steve's van last night.
You are such an idiot.
And completely totaled the side door and wing of our brand new van. So people, take note, if you're not in the right lane, do you know what? Go round the island. It's okay. That's how they work. They're a circle. Just keep going round. Don't do an emergency turn and smash into one of the GHC wagons, because that's really annoyed me. Not that you can tell. So Jack now is getting on with a little bit of chasing. So there is a bit of chasing that he's having to do because the plan's changed as usual. Also, this side there was going to be a garage on here, and that is now going to be pulled down because, again, like I say, plans changed. So Jack's just very kindly gone and got me some more cable, and he's going to make lots of noise and I'm going to make lots of mess. So let's get into it. Now it's time to get these cables fixed to the wall properly. For some reason, the type of wall it was an absolute nightmare to be consistent in using the same piece of kit. So we used a combination of the spit nailer with all-around band and standard cable clips. Obviously, it would have been better if I could have used the spit nailer for everything with the all-round band, but it just didn't happen for some reason. So I ended up having to drill and plug everything, which was massively time consuming, but it got the job done in the end anyway. Sometimes these tiny kitchens take longer than the big ones because this is unforeseen. Now it's time to crack on with the first fix electrics for the downlights. There's 4 going in the original section and 4 going in the extension. Now the extension obviously is tight, so 4 is a lot, but it's what the client wanted, so it's what the client gets. Jack is going to get on with some of the chasing now because that wall was supposed to be a bare brick, but for some reason the plasterer had boarded it. I don't know why, it's a bit daft in my eyes, and we did say we're going to have to chop all this out. I don't know what the plasterer had used, but the adhesive was more like some sort of kryptonite for our tools, so it took an absolute age to chase it out, which also means more money. Jack makes it look fairly easy, but obviously this is time-lapse and it seemed to take an absolute lifetime, which was really frustrating for him and me. Okay, so as you just saw, Jack's done the chase on that side. So what we've done, or going to be doing, in that rewire side of things, what we're going to do is going to fit a double socket and a switch spur over where Jack's been chasing on this bit. And the switch spur is actually going to be to control the extractor fan isolator for the hood, because it's going to be a chimney hood, and in the case of an emergency, potentially, it won't happen because it's got a RCD board, but to stop any touch contact with it being live, you've got means to our local isolation. So we're doing that over there. And then on this bit, which I'm now sorting out, so it is a single oven that's going in, but we put provisions in for a double oven because, like I say, I've not seen the actual plans properly, so it might change, and obviously that would be a bit of a problem if not. So they're going to be going into a larder unit, that I do know, so we're going to bring these down. I've also brought the ring in, so potentially if that then all of a sudden grows up, because it happens, and we've got a microwave that's going in there, we've got a ring in there, but also we're going to put the isolator in for the hob ignition. Now the hob is gas, so it just needs an ignition point, which is what we're going to be putting in, which is that Jack's going to be doing his next chase down to the bottom to put that in. And then that is pretty much it. The only other one we need to sort out is we've got a double socket now that is going to be going inside the unit. An absolute nightmare and really bad location for us as electricians to get to. So I'm going to be clever and I'm going to use the prescribed zones, which we're going to take into account down here, this point here, and then we're going to have to run horizontally all the way across there because of that. So all the boxing in and over the stairs and all the rest of it, I just can't get to it, and that's going to be a pain. So that is what we're going to do, and then that is pretty much the ring circuit sorted in here. So Jack's also put on some of the back boxes ready for the lights and stuff. So tomorrow, because we are running out of time now, as you can probably gather, it is pitch black outside and I'm scared of the dark and I need to get to bed. So hopefully you've enjoyed this mini little video. And if you have and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. Be an absolute legend. It costs you... How much did it cost, Jack, to be a subscriber?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing, you see. So make this lad a happy boy and subscribe. Right, catch you the next one.